What's up, B Nation? What's up, B Nation? I am on here because I have an update and I want to talk about that update very quickly. So please make sure you like the video, make sure you share it, make sure you leave a comment. May not always agree with you, but I love dialoguing. Um, want to talk about this. Well, anyway, before I get into it, Happy New Year's Eve, guys. We are only, about 4 hours away, Eastern time, 4 hours away before 2026 comes in. We give God the glory. I've already been out, I already had me a meal. And so it has been nice. So I'm back home now. And so I want to come in and talk about um, what I heard Rodney um, mention. And one of the questions that he asked um, Narry's estranged wife is the child that she has belongs to Narry. And in other words, is the child she has Narry's biological kid. And I'm getting the impression that it's not. And this is why I said earlier on the last video, if you haven't watched, make sure you watch it. That's why I said on the last video that Krista should not have come out and tag team with um, Alicia Kim's and Narry's enemies, because if that's not his biological kid and he took on that responsibility, then shame on you for coming out and connecting with his enemies, because he didn't have to take on that responsibility when you guys were married. So that tells me something about his character, even with that. And so on my last video, guys, I was saying that he has three baby mamas. And I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm not saying that he doesn't take ownership of Krista's kid. But if that is not his biological kid, right? And he took on that responsibility, well, shame on Krista for coming on YouTube and joining with his enemy. So, guys, if you're looking at the video, share it, leave a comment. But I want to come and update that because I heard Rodney say, well, he proposed that question to Kristen. Do you and Narry have a child? And I'm assuming that he asked that question because obviously, allegedly, he's not the biological father of Krista's kid. And that's why I said to you guys on yesterday or whenever I did my live, she had no business coming out and getting involved and connecting with Narry's enemies to have an interview about anything. Because if the marriage didn't work, it happened. But if Narry took on the responsibility of raising your kid as his own, shame on you for coming on YouTube and connecting with his enemies to have a conversation about you. And I don't hear nothing about you. You trying to clear your name. Your name didn't need to be cleared because what was out there was accurate. You just confirmed it. That's all the interview did. So you didn't have to clear your name for anything, and surely not because some of you were not dating anybody, because we know that's not true. You're just saying, Tom, we need to prove it. No one needs to prove that. We just got common sense. But I want to come on and clear that up because on my other video, I was talking about Narry had three kids by three different mothers. And technically, he has two. There's allegedly that there's a fourth one. Well, until that is confirmed, I will not be talking about that. So right now, he has the first one that he was not married to, and then he has Alicia Kim's kid. Those are his biological children. unless there's another one somewhere. But Chris the kid allegedly is not his biological kid. And if that man married you and took on that responsibility, and then you come on YouTube and connect with his enemies, that's how I know you need counseling. You need therapy. Because that's diabolical. That's very disrespectful. Because people don't have to take your kid on and raise them as their own. Hey, Whit, good night. Whit, I'm just coming on here for a few minutes. I'm about to shut it down myself. But I want to come and correct that because I talked about yesterday, or whenever I talked about it yesterday or the day before, I think it was yesterday, about he having 3 baby mamas. And technically he does, because he was raising the kid with his wife, but that's not his biological kid, allegedly. So how dare she comes out and connect with his enemies when he took on her kid and raised him as if it was his. That's why I told y'all she had no business coming out. And it's becoming more diabolical as more things come out. And that's why I was saying, why is she on? What was the point of the interview? Because my understanding, her and Narry do not have a biological kid together. So now I need to correct that. Technically, he got 2 baby mamas, and I'm basing that on biological, unless unless something else comes out. And until then, I'm not adding no additional ones biological because I don't know. And even this, it seems as if the wife isn't his. The wife isn't his. Correct. One of my friends lost his wife. It seems as if the wife isn't his. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. According to Rodney, proposed the question, "Do you and Narry have any kids?" So that led me to believe, okay, wait a minute. So the kid that she has, depending on what state you're in, as long as you're married, the child belongs to the husband. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but what I'm saying biological, the the he took on her kid, and he's not technically the biological father. And that's my issue with Krista coming out. She had no business coming out, especially when he took that responsibility. And that was not his biological kid. So I want to clear that up because that's the impression that I'm getting from Rodney on his last video that he just posted, that this Krista kid is not Narry's biological child. So I just wouldn't have done that. I just wouldn't have come out. Correct, Wit. Like, why would you? That man took on your kid, and you come out and you connect with his enemies? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, so okay, so the marriage didn't work out. Plenty of people marriages don't work out. But you get on here and you connect with his enemies when he took care of your kid and took him and treated him as his own. You got to be kidding me that you would come out and then connect with his enemies. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing mature about that girl. She's another one that needs counseling. They need therapy, and they just don't need therapy. They need spiritual counseling as well. Because they doing stuff that is just nonsense. And that's what I said. And everybody gets, well, why she can't come out? She doesn't need to come out. This is not her battle. This is not her fight. She just inserted herself into something that now she has to certain things coming out. That's what I'm saying. This is a battle she did not have to even fight. But she wanna hook up with Narry's enemies when Narry's the one that took on her kid and raised them as his own. Seemed like to me somebody ought to be grateful. I, this is what I'm saying. So I want to come and clear that up because on my last video I talked about 3 baby mamas. And allegedly, technically, her and Narry do not have any children together. And I'm talking about they didn't have a biological kid together. So she just should have stayed off the internet. You don't connect with a man that take on the responsibility of your kid and you connect with his enemies just because the marriage didn't work. That's problematic for me. And I'm sure he's probably going to try to do his best to stay in the kid's life. But now you don't come on YouTube connecting with his enemies. Now, can somebody make it make sense? Yeah, we gotta think. Y'all, I just want to bring that point out because of what I said on my last video. I watched Rodney today while I was out. That's what I'm saying. Marry her, raise the kid, and then she come on YouTube and connect with Narry enemies. Why? Because they ain't together? Why? Because they both cheated on each other? Really? You think that's smart? That's what I'm saying. She just inserted herself in something that she didn't even have to deal with. Yeah, Rodney brought out the fact that she was arrested and that kind of stuff, but she didn't have to come and defend that because that's true. That's accurate. She just confirmed it. So she didn't have to come out to clear that up because the mugshot did. So I'm just not. See, y'all see, didn't I tell y'all I could pick up that girl was not being totally honest, and she let them folks pull her into something that she didn't need. She dealing with unnecessary warfare that she didn't have to deal with if she just would have stayed in her lane. I'm just saying, y'all. I just want to come and clear that up. And that's all I have to say for tonight, y'all. Listen, y'all, it's New Year's Eve. I'm not sure if you guys are gonna go to church tonight. I'm doing church online, y'all. I'm just gonna relax. I went out to get me something to eat. I had a ball doing that, and then now I'm back home. And I just want to come and clear that up because while I was out eating, y'all, I listened to Rodney, and I was like, what, Rodney? What are you trying to say? So I was like, when I get back home, I gotta make sure I do a video because of what I said on my first video about this. Right? And that's why the other young lady was saying that Narry is a good guy. It does show his heart. Because because everybody don't want to raise other people's children. So it does show that he has a very good heart. So I just need to come on and say that, y'all. I told y'all if I get new information, if I get something that I feel like I need to correct or make a statement about to bring a whole clarity to what I talked about previously, I'm gonna do so. And that's why I said, and I'm gonna say it again, and I said it about 2 or 3 times already, but I'm gonna say it one more time, and then I'm not gonna say it again. That's why she had no business coming out. This was not her fight. It just was not. She didn't have to defend herself about anything Rodney said because Rodney didn't say anything she did not say. She just wasn't totally honest about seeing people and having boyfriends, which everybody with a little common sense knew that she did. She would do like she was just sitting home all holy. I'm just waiting and praying that God pull my marriage back together. No, she was out there in them streets too. So please, with the condescending, becoming it serious. Well, if you don't take it that serious and you out there got 20 boyfriends while you separated, while you mad at Narry because he you know he moving on. So I just had to come on y'all and get that cleared up. Told y'all. I said, listen, I know when I'm discerning stuff. So when something is off, they ain't got no biological children together. Mary took on that responsibility, and then she bring herself on here and connected with his enemies. What kind of foolishness is that? All right, y'all. Y'all, happy New Year. Y'all enjoy your family. Have fun tonight. Please be safe. If you're going out and you're going out to party, please be safe on the roads. Get back safe. Like I said, y'all, I'm doing church online, and I'm just going to relax for the rest of the day. I'm going to kick off this leopard ski, this leopard jacket, y'all, and I'm about to get comfortable and get myself and just lay down. And then during New Year's, when it hits midnight, I'm getting on my knees and I'm praying. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I will probably see you guys tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do what did I get for Christmas on tomorrow. I don't know whether I'm coming live or I'm just gonna record the video and then just upload it. So y'all have a good night and a happy New Year. Be safe, and I'll see y'all in 2026. Bye, y'all.